Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video clearing more Uncleared 2022 and 2023 levels. We will start off with the two 2023 levels. Again, they are from Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. U. Super Mario World first. This is probably the hardest level of the video, maybe the best one, but they all kind of suck. It's a no-put-foot level. But stay in the air, which is nice, but this is just like one of the most artificially difficult levels I've ever seen in my life. Spikes everywhere, little platforms that you're gonna accidentally step on all the time, ridiculously silly jumps. You can, angle yourself. Yeah, look at the spikes just completely covering that bumper jumps. Another thing that I absolutely hate. What you're supposed to do, and I do it poorly here, but you're supposed to just bounce off the Koopa into the claw. I swung around to hit it. It's harder to do that. It's gonna be hard. All these levels are gonna be short. It's a shorter video, but it's gonna, you know, just to watch it all. Very hard. If you clip on that one way, you completely miss the gopher. Easy to fall down and hit the ground here. But yeah, we're going to quickly see a whole run just because it's like, oh, here I didn't know where I was going. I didn't see. Do I boo it here? I boo it somewhere. It just pisses me off at some point. You can't be hold and jump when you're in the tornadoes. They you hit the spike ceiling. But yeah, we'll be, yeah, look at that. You got to get around that wall. It's very difficult. But we'll see a full run pretty quick because gonna be kind of boring to see me die in the same spots all the time. It's not a very long level. Mess up that spring jump. See, very easy to put your foot on those springs too if you bounce off of them. I'll show you the most egregious part of this level, although there's so much egregious in the level in general. Did die here because I didn't know where I was supposed to go with this jump right here. You have to get that shell, and he puts it down inside a couple of blocks. Here's the full run. Yeah, I did go on to see what the end looked like. This one took me nearly an hour to beat, to practice through, but I did get better. But yeah, it's a Twister's an awful item, obviously. Yeah, they could have made this as a woman, I think, so she could have made this way easier. I mean, yeah, you could make it easier, but way more fair, I suppose, is what I want to say. It's unfair in a way that's very not fun. In fact, we're also going to see another no-put-foot level that's maybe worse than this at the very end of the video. I beat two of these real pain-in-the-ass levels. Yeah, you throw that. I think you're supposed to. There's some gophers down in the Monty Moles down on the far right. This jump is horrible, by the way. And then you have to full send it because if you hold back even a little bit and don't get the momentum, you can't hit the second mole. Very difficult level, honestly. It took me. It had a couple hundred tries before I started, and it took me about 100 at least. Yeah, rough stuff. That's, you know, only 4,200 levels left in 2022, so that's the kind of shit we're going to get if we're going to continue doing it. I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to do this. In fact, I'm thinking after next week I might not be able to make a video, so whatever that will be, 1 week from when this premieres, there might not be a video. I'm not going to promise. Oh, I did buy the Donkey Kong game that just came out the other day. I wasn't in love with it, but I only played it for a couple hours, so I got to get back to that. And SMBU, this one's a pain in the ass too. It's a little easier than the previous level, but it's kind of a speed run, but it's not really. They don't have a timer. Might have been a little more fun with a timer, but it's a pretty awful level in general. A lot of very tight maneuvering, some trolls. Just kind of obnoxious in a way. This part right here is not too bad, but the ice just makes it kind of a pain. But if there was a timer, it might be eventually, like, to practice it, I might have eventually been more fun than it is. But you know what? The challenge is good enough. But yeah, it's just kind of a pain level. You don't have to do this jump at all. And I'm not sure, maybe he wants it to be kind of a ninja type thing where you have to, where he wants you to compete for the record, but no one played this one enough to give a crap. Here's a star run that I didn't know about. And yeah, those jumps suck, and there's a couple of them here. Very easy to run out the star timer trying to get through this thing. I did get much better at it as it went on, and it's actually pretty generous, so you can mess up quite a bit and still live. Yeah, here I got caught again on that same spot. Much like the last level, at a certain point, we'll just go to the clear, because there's not much level. It's not a very long level. This part is horrible, and I do it really well. This is the first time I've done it. It's actually really hard to hit those on-offs, but yeah, he trolls you. That's where I boo that one. He trolls you with the third one you don't have to hit. Like you have time to really pay attention. Everyone's gonna die there, and everyone's gonna boo ya, so what's the point? I mean, some people won't, but they should. It's just rude to do that to people. Kind of a blind jump, but thankfully the coin trail actually was good. This part is a horrible pain in the ass, and we're actually really close to the end right now, but I tried to do it right the first time. I'm gonna show a couple attempts at this. You just have to time that. It's very difficult to do. He puts that wall there so you can't get to the bomb, so you have to jump off the wall on the bottom. Yeah, there's no other way. I don't think maybe you can Z-jump. I don't know, I never tried that. Just to Z-jump from the platform. Maybe you can do that. I'm thinking now you might be able to do that. Because you're not going to hit that wall above. And then, yeah, we have a bomb surf, which is really difficult to do. Here's the full run. Because you really wanted to see this part again. Hey, we got to drag the video out to at least 20 minutes, right? But yeah, it's also just kind of an ugly and boring looking level. Not fun to play. Yeah, it's pretty sad. That first one was probably the best level this episode. Really annoying jumps, but like the final level of the episode, which is very similar in style, is way worse. Way more obnoxious. Yeah, see, I got pretty good at this, although I missed it this time. I don't know if you have to keep the star to do this jump, but it is. You want to stop here, get up here, and then jump from up here. Yeah, I'm actually thinking maybe you could Z-jump from there. Maybe you don't have to do a wall jump. I might have made that harder than it was. So that cannon drops down below, and it ends up crushing a bomb, which turns a switch. And that's the end of the level. That one took me a good 25 minutes, maybe, I think. I don't remember exactly, but it did take me a while. I also beat that one twice, because I did have a connection error. I was planning on hooking up my Switch 1 to do this video. But I just was lazy. So I kept the Switch 2 plugged in. On to the Super Mario Brothers 1 level. This one is just hot garbage. And, I didn't even look in the program on this one, but I discover an ugly secret pretty quick here. It gives you a boot, and then there's just fire, burners, and I lose the... No, I don't lose the boot there. I got really lucky there. Munchers and potaboos and just there's crap everywhere. That Spike Top got squished. You see that? He got stuck on the muncher and got crushed. And I didn't look in the program, and I didn't know how much hidden crap was in here. There could be some. I get crushed the hell out of right there. Pretty good muncher death. I was planning on using this as a thumbnail, so if you see that in the thumbnail, that's Pretty good death there anyway. Trying to take it slow. It's very easy to get turned around. We want to avoid hitting the munchers. There's another boot up there. So hard to deal with this shit. I get up here and they do have a mushroom and a fire flower, which is nice. So I have a couple of damage boosts. The boot, the mushroom, and the flower. But there's just so much stuff here. I don't lose it there. I don't lose a fire flower, but I do jump and there's a. I'm just running. I don't know what's going on up here. I don't even know how much level is in here, by the way. And then I get over here, and this is kind of as far as I made it to the right. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I don't know how much there is to the flag from here. But yeah, there's so much stuff to dodge, I couldn't make that jump over that spike pyramid. Oh, here's me trying to get through here without any power-up. It's impossible. Look at how much garbage was there. So I see stuff up to the left, and I'm like, whoa, there... What's up there? Excuse me for my choking there. Something just got caught in my throat. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna jump up here, and of course there's still a lot of garbage up here. There's a bunch of enemies, some burners over there, but we also see a door and a spike that I didn't see. Kill me. I think that's where I booted too. Good reason to boo it though, because that is a dev exit up there. Yeah, 2023 levels, we have full-on dev exits. We aren't gonna have those in 2022, I don't think. I think people got to those ones. And then I see, oh, that's a hard jump. There's no way that he wants me to do that, right? That's bull. He's got a dev exit. He's got a dev item right there. So yeah, we can lose the power up and jump in there pretty easy. So yeah, that's a full-on dev exit, dev mushroom situation. Don't see that much anymore. But yeah, I can't remember how many 2023 levels. It's like 68,000 or something like that. There was a subworld in that one and everything that I didn't even see. I can tell from the thumbnail. Going on to the SMB3 level. This one is kind of a trolly, pain in the ass level. A lot of clear condition levels on this episode. I think 3 out of 5 of them are clear condition episodes, but that's okay because without on my Switch 2, I don't know if I was able to do a checkpoint anyway. Boo this guy right here because there's a coin trail basically, and it leads to death. I think you might be able to see that if you go all the way to the right. I don't know, maybe not. Makes you wait for a slow-ass boomerang in the lava. I hate this so much. Why do you make me do this crap? It's not funny. It's not fun. Yeah, this level is real garbage. I would say that my least favorite of this episode was that NSMBU level, though. This at least has stuff in it. You know, kind of a decent looking level at least. Yeah, no arrow right to the lava. That's for I paused it to make sure I boot it, I guess. That is lame. This also. So I assume that was a picador situation. It isn't, but we'll see that later. I assumed I just got it correct, so every time I played the level, I just went this way. Yeah, I did look in the program when I got to a certain point, and we'll see. We'll see me pause. Oh, and I must have missed a life where that Kaizo block did kill me. I wasn't smart enough to check that right away. I jumped over, wanted to get under those hammer or sledge bros before they fell down. Now I have to wait for them. In the future, I bring a Koopa shell. Now here's another pick a path. Are you going up top or up bottom? I should have realized that he had an arrow pointing up top. I should have went to the bottom. Because you can't get past that. It's death. Death platform. Yeah, I bring Koopa shell in the future. It's much easier. Easy enough to jump over these burners. I don't even know what that guy down below is about, the dry bones. Oh, here's another. Just kills you out of a pipe. I'm doing a pause buffering, and I realize right now I'm dead, aren't I? Got a hole right out of the pipe. Because I knew that. Because there's a good reason, you know, to assume that. Yeah, this is a crappy piece of crap level. Here I'm looking, I was like, oh, there must be a hidden key. There is a mushroom, and I forgot about that in the future, and I really wish I remembered it, because there's a boss fight. You have to kill one Morton. We're gonna do a whole run now, because I looked it up, and I'm like, oh crap, I figured it could be anywhere if it wasn't in that last area. And it's actually, like, not even really hidden. It's in the other door, that's the pick a door. He needs you to go in both the doors. But I had not died the first time, so I never tried the other door. Yeah, right here, you gotta go up. Just kind of lame. That's not how you design a level, for God's sakes. But he doesn't want me to have a good time anyway. This is a... I want my players to have a crappy time, and I'm gonna get rewarded for this bad behavior by no one ever even touching my level until 2 years later when no one cares. Yep, hold right. Wait for these skewers. Drop down here, and I forgot about the mushroom. We're just gonna go. I did die on Morton at least twice before I beat him. Big Morton, no wings at least. The wings make it difficult. I try to stay so the cannons can't shoot. But it is kind of annoying because that text comes up every time you touch where the axe is. Yeah, not a good level. Maybe the second best one of this episode, though. So here's that final level, the 3D world level. This is a switch between the propeller and the bullet mask, which I do love those kind of levels, but so don't touch the ground. And the ground is always like 1 or 2 blocks below your feet, so it's really annoying. Very difficult level, honestly, because you just randomly touch shit all the time. The final right here is hard enough, although it's very easy once you get it. Basically, I could do this whole level blindfolded by the time I beat it, but the final jump I kept having to do because I couldn't make it. I miss skip squeak there and fall in the pit. Did I miss that coin there? No, maybe not. He just gives a shit ton of them right here. Yeah, very easy to grab the wall and you fall really fast. That's really annoying. Yeah, there's the last key coin right there. We're just gonna fade and watch it. I did go on and see what was later in the level, just like I did on the Super Mario World level. I think this one took me less time than the Super Mario World level, though. It just was doing the final jump. Yeah, very easy to touch the ground up here, but we want to go over there, stay over there, go down. He keeps giving you re-ups on the power-up, so he wasn't very good at using the power-up. Probably why he has such just a poorly designed level. Because this kind of level should be really fun. Now this is the final bit. Getting these power-ups and then make it to this pipe is super hard. You always touch the ground. I must have done it like 20 times before I actually got it. A lot of sound effects at the end too, which is really annoying. Yeah, just a kind of a pain in the ass level. If you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next time, whenever that is. And enjoy Donkey Kong Bonanza if you got it. I'll try. I gotta get another try at it. We'll see.